Tears come from the heart and not from the brain. Sometimes, the person you love the most is the one who hurts you the most. The saddest thing about betrayal is that it never comes from your enemies. Silence is the most powerful scream. The deepest wounds aren't the ones we see, but the ones that cut into our souls. Some of the most painful scars are the ones that can't be seen. It's hard to forget someone who gave you so much to remember. The worst kind of pain is when your heart cries and your eyes are dry. People cry not because they're weak, but because they've been strong for too long. Sometimes, we create our own heartbreaks through expectation. It's sad how someone can go from being the reason you wake up smiling to the reason you cry yourself to sleep. When it hurts too much to look back and you're scared to look ahead, look beside you, and I'll be there. The worst kind of loneliness is when you feel empty even when you're surrounded by people. Love is giving someone the power to destroy you but trusting them not to. Just because I let you go doesn't mean I wanted to. A broken heart is the worst. It's like having broken ribs. Nobody can see it, but it hurts every time you breathe. Sometimes, all you need is a hug that makes you feel like you're not alone. It hurts when you realize you aren't as important to someone as you thought you were. The worst feeling is wanting to cry but having to hold it in because you're in public. Not all wounds are visible. Some pain runs so deep, no one knows it exists. A smile can hide so many emotions, pain, fear, sadness, but it also shows one thing, strength. Sometimes, the memories are the only things that make us feel alive. The hardest part of letting go is realizing the other person already has. You never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have. The worst part of being strong is that no one ever asks if you're okay. It's amazing how someone can break your heart, and you can still love them with all the little pieces. Life is tough, but so are you. Pain changes people. It makes them trust less, overthink more, and shut people out. Sometimes, the person who tries to keep everyone happy is the loneliest one inside. No matter how much you try to be good to people, there will always be someone who criticizes you. You were the reason for my smile, and now you are the reason for my tears. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. The hardest part isn't letting go, but learning to start over. It's better to be alone than to be with someone who makes you feel lonely. When people treat you like they don't care, believe them. You can't force someone to respect you, but you can refuse to be disrespected. Some people will only love you as much as they can use you. Love is not what hurts. It's the people who don't know how to love that do. If you constantly have to tell someone how to treat you, they don't deserve you. Some people are only loyal when they need you. A moment of patience in a moment of anger can prevent 1,000 moments of regret. The only thing more painful than being alone is being with someone who makes you feel that way. The wrong person makes you beg for love. The right person gives it unconditionally. A single moment of misunderstanding can break a lifelong bond. The saddest thing is not when you lose someone, but when you realize they were never really yours. It's hard to heal when the same pain keeps breaking you. Moving on doesn't mean you forget. It means you accept what happened and continue living. You cannot change the past, but you can learn from it. Sometimes, the hardest thing and the right thing are the same.